It's a freaking hat. And they got E.T. on it. I will be buying that. Amazon Cannibals from Planet Hell. They got this massive cardboard cutout of Stay Puft. I see the final room. Holy. Okay guys, we're back at Universal Studios Florida. It is time for another Halloween. No, it is time for a summer tribute store video. I cannot wait. If you didn't know, Universal Studios does these like temporary, super immersive themed like little gift shops, and they're incredible. There's so many different Easter eggs and fun elements to it. So on that note, it's time to talk about vintage Universal shirt of the day. We got this classic one with E.T. and then the hat's really cool. Vintage Universal logo right there with a camera on the side. So on that note, let's roll the commercial.
You can go beyond the realm of any movie into the future of live entertainment, where every adventure you've seen on the screen happens to you. This is no ordinary theme park. It's a real working motion picture and television studio, and you're the star. Come to the only place on earth where everything that happens in the movies happens to you. Live the movies at Universal Studios Florida. No one makes believe like we do.
Okay, welcome back. Cannot wait to go in. I'm so excited. It's gonna be like Back to the Future themed, Ghostbusters, Jaws, all the classics. Now wait to see what the team has pulled off and hidden within the new tribute store. So it's gonna be located over in the Hollywood area. This is all kind of help represent what's gonna be coming for the summertime right next month, because we'll be having the new drone show and fireworks show, and then also the new parade that's happening with all the classic IPs. So it says there's gonna be the Tribute Theater, the Mega Castle Arcade, and then Mega Video. So it's supposed to look like an old kind of plaza. We get a little look into the windows. It's going to be open daily, Monday through Thursday, Friday through Saturday, and Sunday. Please return rentals inside. We repair televisions, VCR cameras, radios, and more. And then now it's all been uncovered so you can see inside. We have the new little icon, hey, rewind or be fined. It says, yes, we're open. For the past couple weeks, it's just said, we are closed. Oh, there's some little Easter eggs right here. You have Peter Venkman right there. You got some 3D glasses for Revenge of the Dead Coconut Club. We have a little troll here for a little DreamWorks. We're heading in the Tribute Store Plaza. So before, we have a giant wall of so many Easter eggs. Okay, I got a lot to go over. Let the fun begin. So the first Easter egg we gotta talk about, best cabs come in yellow. Ask for Labby, the best and only choice in Hollywood transportation. Fast travel. Great rates all now. So, as you know, Labby's gone, but little Easter egg for him. Okay, there's so many Easter eggs on this board. We're just gonna do a quick overview of them and what they relate to, and then in the upcoming videos we do deeper dives into each one of the little Easter eggs. So first off, we have this little piece of paper. This is going to be actually from a summer tribute store from a couple years ago. In the Jaws room, this is going to be, you know, a little advertisement to elect the mayor from Jaws, and we have this sign, right, you know, Ghostbusters. And then we have the tribute used auto sales. Price is so good, they're out of this world. The first one is going to be a 1932 car. It's going to be 1973. So the prices are related to like when the film came out. This is going to be the main car from American Graffiti. You can actually see it right next door. Then we're going to have the 1974 Cruiser. This is going to be for the Blues Brothers. And then we're going to have the 1985 truck. This is going to be Marty McFly's car from Back to the Future. Then we have the 1977 Trans Am. This is going to be from Burt Reynolds' film Smokey and the Bandit. And then we're going to have the 1964 and a half car. This is actually be the Munsters car, which is a great little Easter egg. Then we're gonna have Giant Ape terrorizes Roosevelt Island tram. It's gonna be an Easter egg for Confrontation. This was an actual article, kind of a, you know, announcing everything that's coming to Universal Studios Florida. Then we have this. This is gonna be a little nod to the old tribute store that they had a couple years ago, and the facade, the Haunted Estate. Then there's gonna be Video Armageddon, Who Will Survive and Win $50,000. This is actually gonna be a little Easter egg to a film that was filmed out in Universal Studios Hollywood, The Wizard. And then we have Amity Island presents the marine biologist Matthew Hooper, and Matthew Hooper is one of the main characters from the Jaws film. Then we have the world's first 10 megabyte computer system, only 1984. Now 1984 is when Terminator came out, so it's a little nod to Terminator and Cyberdyne and Skynet. There's a lot of little fun Easter eggs in there. And then we got Tangina's cleaning service. Now Tangina is the character from Poltergeist, and if you look at the house, it's the actual house from Poltergeist. Then we have this card in the window. It's the bride of Frankenstein and Frankenstein's monster, giving a little nod to the all-female Universal Monsters house coming for HHN this year. Then we have Chef Donkey's waffles. As you know, Donkey loves his waffles. It even has some waffles over in the DreamWorks land, so it's a little nod to Donkey. And then we have Shark Attack on the rise, lead up to 4th of July holiday weekend. As you know, that's when the shark attacks start happening in the film Jaws, and they don't want to close the beaches. And there's going to be a 8.3 magnitude earthquake. Traps passengers is a little nod to the old earthquake attraction. The Twister safety rules, welcome to Wakita. This is going to be for the Twister film and attraction. The welcome to Wakita sign actually used to be in the queue for the Twister attraction, so it's a little nod to that. And then we have warning. It's going to be a little nod to the Alfred Hitchcock film The Birds. I think one of the best movies ever made from him. Then this little bumper sticker says I love Camp Wakanda. Wakanda. Wakanda is going to be the camp that Ray went to, and that's where he gets the inspiration to think about the marshmallows, which then creates the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man in the Ghostbusters film. Then there's going to be the Save the Humans, Give Peace a Chance, and Be Excellent to Each Other. Now, if you look on the costume, right, you can see on his pants, that's going to be the sticker right there. And then right here, it's going to say, you know, opening soon. This is a little nod to a poster that was put up for the HHN tribute store a couple years ago, you know, where Major Sweets popped up. Coming to my son Gregory's birthday party at the Crazy Dungeon. This will lead to, I'm guessing, another Easter egg within the tribute store, but they always do a nod to Gregory's birthday coming up in all the tribute stores. That started in the summer tribute store like 2 or 3 years ago. And then we have the Legal Eagles versus the Mega Video. I'm guessing there's a lot of legal stuff that had to be approved for the Back to the Future stuff because it says it's happening at the Twin Pines Stadium. Twin Pines is from the Back to the Future films. And then we have the little advertisement for the Global Discovery Group. This is a little nod to the Poseidon's Fury attraction. There's some very interesting Easter eggs within here. We'll go over that in the next HHN update. And then there's a lost dog, likes classical music. Found contact the Newton family. This is gonna be a little nod to Beethoven, and you used to be able to meet Beethoven at the Animal Actors stage. And then we have the Ghoulish Gasoline. This is also a nod to the Major Sweets tribute store house that we had a couple years ago. It was actually right above one of the registers. And then we have the Hollywood Hotel. This is actually be right across the street. It's gonna be right here. It's where Cafe La Bamba is. That's gonna be the Hollywood Hotel. And that is all the Easter eggs we're talking about for now within that little bulletin board. Now we're heading in. I'm overwhelmed. There's so many Easter eggs. I don't even know where to start. So we finished the whole board out there. Where do we begin? First start talk about these posters over here. Okay, so this is an advertisement for 2 of the different covers for the personalization for the VHS tapes that'll be in the store. Then here's another flyer of the other 2 covers. And then here, this is gonna be advertisement for the new parade that's gonna be coming, the Universal Mega Movie Parade. So if you read everything, it'll tell you everything that's in the parade and kind of the order of it. And then they also have an advertisement for the Universal's great movie Escape, which is at City Walk, which will feature Jurassic World and Back to the Future. It's like kind of an escape experience. We come over here to one of the classics, Psycho. So have the Mummy's Hand. I love the custom little rug that they made for Mega Video Rental. And we got Revenge of the Creature. The whole team, look at them all over there, all so tired, working so hard. We have some stuff for sale. King of Movies. You have a little King Kong right there. It's like new. Now, back in the day, when something would break, you'd keep it, you'd fix it. Now it's a generation where you just throw everything away because it's so crappily made. But back in the day, you used to be able to fix your electronics. For the word of the day.
Rewind. Be kind. Rewind.
This is such a subtle little Easter egg. So underneath you can see, you know, please be kind, rewind. That was a classic saying. And as you can see, he has not been rewound all the way. If not rewound, you won't be found. Little grumpy pants right there. What's your favorite thing here?
My favorite thing here, I think my favorite is definitely going to be the softball team. You'll find it.
So what's the backstory behind your VHS?
Oh, that one. What is it? Trip and fall? Fall for love or something?
Love is confusing.
Yes, love is confusing. So there's an elephant. It always starts with an elephant. That's all I've got. I'm too tired. I got.
So I'm on here somewhere. I'm right here. So good. We got the Tribute Store comic shirt, holding the little Earl plush and holding the Slimer popcorn bucket because we're in a movie theater. And you got the curator creeping over. We got Sam and Jackie right there. They dressed up as Bill and Ted. We got some dogs. They're doing a little ET finger touch right there. Got a little puppy dog right there. So the first room, they got little photo ops, kind of all different movie posters of like the VHS. I like that they also have Betamax. You have a giant Slimer here. So up here, so the curator model, that was from HHN Tribute Store from last year. It's gonna be hidden right up there. Mega sale. We repair TVs and cameras. $25, we have the real Ghostbusters Slimer shirt. $40 for a Ghostbusters like mini puff blaster. $27, I ain't afraid of no ghost tank top. $29 for this Ghostbusters trucker cap. Love the green neon. $25, who you gonna call? Short sleeve shirt. $39, it's gonna be a little Stay Puft Marshmallow. I'm a speaker. He's a little Bluetooth speaker so you can put on your backpack and blare, you know, the Ghostbusters theme song while you're in line, I guess. $30 for a short sleeve Stay Puft shirt. $30 for this Stay Puft action figure. Oh my god, who remembers this VHS to show off the park? I have one in the office. Pumpkin Guts, we have a little Easter egg for Slaughter Cinema right there. I love this one, smile, you're on camera. Then they have the old vintage security camera right there. $100, they have a Back to the Future denim jacket. Then on the back, goes to California at a time. All right, so they're also doing repair for broken VCR, static television, specialized in laser discs. Some of you kids probably have never heard of that before. Game consoles, Betamax players, radios, and more. So, you know, you're coming in the little video store, and then you continue throughout the video store, and this will be the checkout and repair. All right, so we're going to the next room. We have the horror section. We have some Slaughter Cinema Easter eggs. We got the classics. We got the Amazon cannibals from Planet Hell. And then we got, you know, Beast Baby. Cheech and Chong are getting some love in the video store. Classic Blues Brothers, $17. They have a Back to the Future glass. Flux capacitor, $27. Got all these fun stickers on it. $27. You got the Out of Time license plate shirt. $27. Back to the Future Out of Time shirt. Jesus Christ Superstar has showed up in the dramas. $30 for this Back to the Future glow in the dark shirt. Powered by Flux capacitor. Back to the Future 1985. $27 for this Back to the Future hat. It's breathable. And then on the bottom of the cap, they got that new design. They have a little kid shirt with the DeLorean Future Changer. $12 for this keychain. $12 also for this keychain. Your future hasn't been written yet. $11 for this pin. And then also $11 for this pin. Future Changer. And then $11 for this button set. Back to the Future 1985. $35 for the Powered by Flux capacitor sign. $27 for this really soft short sleeve shirt. Powered by Flux capacitor. The kind of 80s colorway. $33 for this baseball cut tee that's green. It says Back to the Future on it. $11 for this pin. $12 for this keychain. Powered by Flux capacitor. And then $17 for these socks. $30 and they have a Back to the Future fanny pack. $16 for a headband with all those designs. $33 for this tank top. And if you want a lanyard that says your future hasn't been written yet, 14 bucks. Lanyard pouch for $8. $10 for this magnet set. You get 2 magnets. $40 for this tie-dye Back to the Future shirt. We have a giant cardboard cutout of E.T. Who remembers all the cardboard cutouts to help promote the movies in the video rental stores? If you come over here, Spot Donkey, you know what that means. They got an advertisement, little photo op. Greatest fairy tale never told. The original Shrek, $40. We have a tie-dye Shrek shirt. What the Shrek? $17 for the glass. What the Shrek? This might be one of the greatest things ever designed in a tribute store. If you know about a beaded curtain with red lights, 18 plus. Let's head in. Oh my God. All right, so you head in, get out. It's like a janitor. Now, if you look over here, it's really hidden. You're gonna have the proton pack. This is gonna be used in the Legacy store. We got some like ectoplasm right there on the shirt. Then we're gonna have the Jaws barrel from Jaws, and then the plutonium case from Back to the Future. And then that is gonna say tribute right there for the tribute store. And over here for the kids section, they have a little poster for the Woody Woodpecker. Entered into the Jaws stuff. I love this up here. They have a little Mr. Tape holding dynamite, because you remember some of the Amity Islanders are trying to kill the sharks with dynamite. So I like that little Easter egg right there. $35 for this little sign. I had this in my office. This is from a couple years ago. $18 for the little sailor cap. $30 for the tie-dye Jaws bucket hat. And then $17 is a little hard to see, but it's a ingredients from Amity Island. Little souvenir cup. And you have some sharks on the side. $37 for this Jaws tank top. $33 for this tank top. Amity Island welcomes you. Swim Summer Club. There's a nice big hat. $35. It'll say Amity Island Shark Tours on it. $11 for this bumper strip. The original Jaws, Amity Island. $15 for the shark magnet. $11 for the Shark Tour pin. $11 for this Jaws pin. $22. They have a magnet bottle opener, and it's gonna say Amity Island on it. $30 for the short sleeve shirt. Amity Island Shark Tours Deep Sea Swim Club. $29 for this trucker cap. $30 for this orange short sleeve shirt. It's gonna say Jaws on the front, and then on the back is the cool design. It'll say Jaws, and then we have the orca. When it's sinking, we have a cartoon shark right there. And if you look, it says we're gonna need a bigger boat. We have some of the stuff we've seen before, the phone cases. You know, we got one for E.T., Back to Future, and then Jaws. $40 for the sign. And $35 for this E.T. sign. E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Feels like an old comic book. Now if you look up there, the camcorder, that's gonna be the same one that Marty McFly uses when he's trying to film the DeLorean. I kind of love this wall of all these vintage TVs. Because back in the day, each one kind of had their own characteristic. The TV design, now all TVs just kind of blend together, but each one and each brand had a different style. Oh my gosh, look at this one. This is like when the power would go out. Does it have the crank? It does. When the power would go out, you could crank it, and you'd have a light, and then a little TV right there. They got this massive cardboard cutout of Stay Puft. So good. It looks wonderful. Now, they're advertising the TVs right there on sale, but down here is some of the collectibles that you can buy for Ghostbusters. So it looks like you can purchase Slimer, or they even have the Ghostbusters library or the Firehouse. They covered up and kind of ripped off all the names of the brands of the TV, except this one. Sony owns Ghostbusters, so that got to stay.
I've walked in here, I saw that carpet, I'm like, I've been on that carpet. I have. Multiple times.
$65. They had this hoodie, and on the side, it's gonna say phone home. On the back, you're gonna have ET, the extraterrestrial. $82. They brought back the ET Loungefly. Then for $16, they got a headband. Up here is gonna be a Mega Video softball team from 1988. They just took the team and kind of just taped their faces over, but that's awesome. And then this is a sticker we've seen before, the Meet Gerg the Llama at North of the Border. There's also some membership information. We'll kind of go over more little details in the upcoming videos, but I love this little card of the mummy. Drop off all your broken tech here. They're currently repairing all sorts of cameras over here where you check out for the video store. And they have some of the membership cards right here. So there's so much happening over here. Upcoming videos, we'll do a whole roundup of every little detail, but I do love they have the old classic NES game. You also have the Atari game of the crappy ET, which is considered one of the worst video games of all time. The Jaws NES game, Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, and then also Terminator. Monster deals. You have a little Godzilla up there. $14.95. You got this little ET plush. And then also for $16.95, you got the little baby ET right here. And then for $24, they have these ET plushes. $37 for this baseball cut tee with ET on it. $25 for ET on this bottle. $30 for the short sleeve shirt. $10 for this ET pin. We have a wood magnet for $10. This wood magnet will also be $10. Then you have these two ET pins for $10. $37 for this little tank top of ET and Elliot. They also have a kid's shirt for $28. ET phone home. And I love this little guy so much, Mr. Tape. I really wish they put him on shirts. I think we would all buy him. The mask that he has is going to be a little Tribby, right? Little Tribby's kind of the other icon for the Halloween time from the comic book store. You're working very hard repairing your cameras right now. Is Die Hard a Christmas film?
Die Hard?
Yeah.
It takes place at Christmas. An action film. It's a great action film.
What is your favorite VHS to rent?
You can find my staff pics right there. American Werewolf in London, The Burbs, Brazil, and 16 Candles.
They're gonna have the arcade over here next, and this looks freaking awesome. Alright, we're heading into the arcade. The perfect carpet. This is so good. Oh my god, look! Look at Bruce. Look at E.T.'s ship. They got the wizard. The Mega Castle Arcade, they have this animatronic. This is based off on 192, the creepy wizard gift shops.
Your fate in our laser dungeon.
Now, if you remember in the HHN tribute store, they hit a rat. Every single room, there's multiple rats. Apparently, there's a rat in each one of the rooms. We've spotted one of them. If you look underneath the wizard, the rat will be right here. So, there's one in the first room, one in the final room. We're gonna have the Universal Quest 5 Battle for the Time Pixel. Looks like a little Skipper Hoss right there. He's jumping over the DeLorean. Are you a bad enough llama to save all the coffee? So you have this epic Gerg right here, Gerg the llama. And then you have little Earl right here on top of Gerg. So it's gonna be Gerg's Alien Adventure. So they're trying to save all the coffee from the aliens collected. Now, if you didn't know, the whole backstory behind Gerg is there's a guy named Greg. He's part of the team. When he was ordering coffee in Starbucks, they mispronounced it and said Gerg, and that's where Gerg the llama came from, but it's a full circle little Easter egg for Gerg and then like coffee. So that's your explanation behind that. Help Gerg save the blue planet instead of the, the green planet for ET by collecting all the coffee that the aliens are trying to take back to their home planet Espresso. Alright, so little Gerg is trying to get his coffee. Brought to you in association with the Peacock Coffee Roaster and Llama Rehabilitation Center. Alright, so Kevin, what did you do? What did you create this work of art?
For this one, I referenced the E.T. game a lot. We just wanted to recreate that, but with Gerg the llama, because why wouldn't you?
Now, Greg, this is you, little Gerg. The whole backstory's here on the arcade unit.
It is. If you dig deep enough, there's, you know, they're trying to save the world's supply of coffee and kind of make their way in the universe and do their thing, and you gotta see if you're a bad enough llama to save all the Earth's coffee.
So what did you work on for this arcade unit?
My caveat was I was absolutely down to do it, but I wanted to do the cabinet art. I wanted it to be the most epic arcade cabinet art we could possibly put out, featuring a squirrel, a llama, and cups of coffee.
And then Kevin, how did you learn how to, like, I guess, create the video game?
That it actually ended up almost being like making a video game with this. I know it's a video with all the different assets and stuff that you ended up making it. I actually made these sprites for it, so it ended up being like making a video game.
If you remember this back from HHN, it's a classic arcade unit, and they have it right here. It's a good little Easter egg that they brought back. $25 for this vanity plate. Get Ogre yourself. $27 for a matching hat. Get Ogre yourself. $27 for this, like, pink shirt. Are you expecting Prince Charming? We have all the standard plushies we've seen for a while. $28, not the gumdrop buttons, with a little Gingy right there. $75 for the Spirit jersey, not my gumdrop buttons, and you have little Gingy. On the front of the Spirit jersey, you have the Shrek logo. $28 for this tie-dye drawstring bag, what the Shrek. And then we have a Shrek Life for $27. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. We got some keychains and pins. Living my best life. Over here we got like the laser tag, right? So it's gonna be the laser dungeon, choose thy fate, right? For dueling dragons. And we have the dragons right there. And you come down here, you have a skull, some medieval weapons, but that is awesome. We got the tribute store snacks over here. I love this because it makes you feel like you're actually in an arcade, and then you can redeem your tickets over here for a bunch of little prizes. We got a hoverboard cupcake. We have a cookie dough cone with Pinocchio, Back to the Future macaroon, Jaws, Shrek, and an E.T. macaroon. E.T. and basket trifle cake. They also have an E.T. apple, and then we have some cake pops. They have a red velvet one. Then they have an I Love E.T. vanilla one. Then we have a Shrek chocolate one, a little Amity Island cake. Then they have an Out of Time brownie. They got a Jaws Swiss roll. They have a onion cheesecake, key lime pie flavored, a donkey waffle s'more, a Fiona cake pop, and then we have some of the sugar cookies, the DeLorean, Gingy, Bruce, and then E.T. over there. Sorry folks, this area is closed for a birthday party. The wizards say happy birthday for Gregory. Have a wizard time. See the Mega Castle Apprentice to book your birthday today. They do have some coins that you can purchase. It's going to be 4 designs for $15. So what do they got? They got the DeLorean. They have an Ecto 1 coin. They got E.T. Phone Home. And then the original Jaws. So you can purchase the coins right here. Tribute Brawlers. Alright, so this is going to be the names of a lot of people who worked on the tribute store. Yes! Look at them right there.
Honestly.
We got this poster for Back to the Future, right? We have the hoverboard, the clock, and we got the DeLorean going through time. Now over here is a deep cut. This is actually a Ghostbusters toy, the eyeball and everything. So that's a real deep cut right there for that. So a lot of the same Jaws merch, but they do have some fun new socks. With Bruce right there, trying to eat the orca. You're gonna end with the Tribute Store Theater, so it says now playing. Before you enter into the last room, you'll pick up, you know, your ticket. You got Ghostbusters, Back to the Future, Jaws, E.T. I see the final room. Holy there's an orca. They got the clock tower. How? Who, what, when, where, why? Oh, they got the terror dogs. The details, all the details are there. $22 for this drawstring bag, $82 for the returning Jaws lounge fly, and then $80 for the Spirit jersey. It says Jaws, classic imagery right there. And on the front, it's gonna say Amity Island, 1975, population 2,488, $50 for this bag. Then they have a hat, I'll be right here, with a little silhouette of E.T. and Elliot. $100 for this jacket, you have the silhouette of E.T. and Elliot, and on the back, it says E.T. phone home on this jacket. $80 for this E.T. Spirit jersey. It's like the glitter design for the stars. And on the back, it says E.T. the extraterrestrial, the classic shot of E.T. and Elliot in the sky. $30, I will be buying this. It's a freaking hat. And they got E.T. on it. I will be buying that. $13 for a vanity plate. They have these lounge flies also returning with the DeLorean. I like how this moves. Has the speedometer. These are returning from a couple years ago, but they do have a little advertising for Halloween too. So this is gonna be the checkout. And then behind the register, they have the posters for Ghostbusters. There's E.T., Jaws, and Back to the Future. So like you're entering into a theater. So if you see on each little side, they have the curtains, because back in the day, there used to be curtains kind of on each one of the sides. Like in a theater, you're watching the movie, right? So you're gonna be watching Ghostbusters, then you're gonna be watching Jaws, because you know, Bruce is right underneath. So Bruce is right down there underneath the orca. So it's like a continuation of the movie screen up there. So like the Stay Puft, right, is trying to climb up the building. $75. They also have another Spirit jersey for Back to the Future. Love the design on the back. On the front, it'll be just a nice little simple Back to the Future. As you know, outside they have the Hollywood Walk of Fame, and here's one for Earl the Squirrel. I think we need one, actually. Like, please make a real one. Even have little Earl's footprints leading up to the star. Cutting out, they got posters for The Thing. Coming soon, we got the classic, American Graffiti, George Lucas, and then Conan the Barbarian, and then you head out back into the real world. Okay, just finished the tribute store. Did get the E.T. hat, amazing. But it's time to try the tribute store snacks, as you know. Kind of a love-hate relationship with these things. Some returning classics, some new stuff. So the first thing is gonna be the Back to the Future license plate, right? Classic at a time. It's just like a simple chocolate brownie. Looks like some chocolate ganache, the fondant for the license plate. So let's see what we're dealing with. Fudgy. It's moist but dry. I would say rip the fondant off. Imagine like a banquet brownie with chocolate ganache on it. I'm gonna do like a 7.5 on it. Okay, now it's time for Pinocchio's. I don't think it's a nose, but it's gonna be like a cookie dough with like a little cone. All right, cone's a little stale. Let's see how the cookie dough is. One of my favorite desserts here at Universal Studios is the green eggs and ham, that cookie dough. That's a 10 out of 10. This just tastes like you're eating cookie dough sand. I'm gonna do a 6.5 on this dish. It's got a weird tinge of an aftertaste. Okay, E.T. is cracked open. It almost looks like an Oreo cakester inside with like the cookies and cream buttercream. Now the buttercream here, this cookies and cream is like crap. Imagine a cookies and cream Oreo cakester. That's what this is. Decent taste, 8 out of 10, but I don't think it's worth $20. If you want to get it for your little Instagram, go for it. You do get, you know, annual password discounts on all these treats and everything inside the tribute store. Okay, I got into the tribute store at 11. It's now 6 o'clock. I've been in the tribute store for 7 hours. These videos always take so long because you just gotta sit there and look and read everything. So then let's head back to the office. Okay guys, we're back in the office. Let's talk about the new summer tribute store. It's amazing, as always. The team knocks it out of the park. I always say they are the most important team at Universal Studios. They've helped curate this hardcore fan base, which keeps bringing people back time and time again. It is awesome to kind of see what they've created every single time. It impresses me because they're not rehashing anything. Every single time there's a new tribute store, it's like a new, different storyline. You can tell the team puts their blood, sweat, and tears and countless hours into making these tribute stores because they're true passion projects. The team, I just want to say thank you so much for everything that you guys do, because you are honestly like creating something that like almost every single other theme park in the entire world can't create. Like there's more detail and love and care and like storytelling happening within a temporary kind of pop-up shop than you see in kind of pretty much any theme park attraction around the entire world. Spent 7 hours in there kind of unlocking all the different Easter eggs. We're gonna be doing deeper dives into the Easter eggs. This is just kind of an overview of everything in there, but like there's so much great stuff. That's like the Universal standard. When I like am comparing stuff at Universal, I'm comparing it to like the level of detail and theming and passion and storytelling that the tribute store team is putting in. They are the Universal standard. Then we get some other stuff. It's like, what's going on? But it is awesome like to just be in the store and watch everybody's jaw drop, from like team members, annual pass holders, to just standard guests just, you know, wandering in there. Everybody was impressed. There was something kind of for everyone to appreciate. Now my only complaint about the tribute store was not the tribute store itself, it was just the merchandise. The merchandise we've seen for years. I'm one of the biggest Universal fans probably on the planet, and all I bought was a hat. The fans want original content merchandise, right? We want stuff of the curator, right? We want stuff of Earl, but not the Temu Earl that we got on all the Christmas merch. That's not our Earl. We want the tribute store Earl. We want Gerg stuff. We want now Mr. Tape stuff. Put that stuff on t-shirts. Put it on merchandise. merchandise, we will buy it, okay? I know Universal wants some money. We want the merch. Like, this is fan made. How many of these would sell out if you made this, Universal? Like, we want the original merch because we connect with the brand, right? The reason we come back time and time again is because we've had this connection with the tribute store and the Easter eggs and the brand, and that is the merch that we want. That's my little TED talk about the merchandise. Needs some improvement because the past couple years it's kind of dropped off. Stuff used to be really good, now it's kind of... So on that note, guys, let me know down in the comments, what are your thoughts about the tribute store? What was your favorite Easter egg that the team hid in there? If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button and join the family.
I love the family!
Because I'm going to keep you up to date on all things Universal Studios and theme parks around the country. I love you all, and I'll see y'all very soon.
I was being stared at.
What's your favorite Easter egg within the tribute store?
It's probably on that booterate.